Hey guys, this is Simran and welcome back to Food Utopia. Today we are going to be making Halloween themed cake pops. I hope you all had a great Halloween. Even though most of us couldn't go trick-or-treating, I'm sure that all of you will love these sweet and tasty cake pops. So without further ado, let's get baking. To make these cake pops, we will need some cake. You can use any cake you would like, but this is my eggless chocolate cake recipe. The recipe for this will be down in the description box. We will also need around 135 grams of candy melt and 3 tablespoons of vegetable oil. You will also need a cake pop press. This is optional because you can just use your hands, but these will give the cake pops a perfect shape. Some cake pop sticks, a piping bag, some black food coloring, some styrofoam. We will stick our cake pop sticks into this so that their cake pop shape doesn't ruin. We will also need a number 3 piping tip. To start, we will take a food processor and put the cake in it so that it has fine crumbs. Make sure to cut the cake into small pieces. We will make sure that this makes fine crumbs. The crumbs should look like this. One ingredient that I forgot to mention is frosting. So you will need around 1.5 tablespoons of it, and we will add it into the food processor with the cake crumbs. We will mix these together until the frosting fully incorporates with the cake crumbs. This is how the cake crumbs and frosting should look. If you take some of it into your hands and put some pressure on it, it will kind of become like a dough. I will show you how to make the cake pop balls 2 ways. The first way I will show you is by using a cake pop press. So we will take some of the cake crumb dough and we will roll it into our hands to form a ball. It should be slightly bigger than the circles in the cake pop press. Then we will put them into the cake pop press and press them down. As you can see, some of the excess is coming outside, so we will take that off and then keep on pressing it until all of the excess has come out. We will slowly take out the cake pop ball, and you need to be careful because it is very delicate. Now you can just smooth the sides a little, and then we will dip a cake pop stick into some frosting and insert it into the cake pop ball. Now we will stick this into the styrofoam. The second way is to use your hands. You can use this method if you do not have a cake pop press. So just take some of the cake dough and roll it into a ball. You can make it how much ever small or big you would like it to be. Keep on rolling it until the sides become smooth. Then we will repeat the same thing, and we will put a cake pop stick into some frosting and insert that into the cake pop ball. Once you have shaped the cake pops, you will keep them in the freezer for around 15 to 20 minutes so that they harden and then they don't melt while we put on the candy melts. While the cake pop balls are chilling in the freezer, we can go on and melt the candy melts. So we will melt them twice for 15 seconds each. You might need to melt the candy melts for an extra 30 to 45 seconds. But after you have melted it, it should be smooth and there shouldn't be any pieces of candy melts. After it is melted, we will add some of the vegetable oil, and we will leave a little bit for later. This is for making it thin because the thickness will not go on the cake pops. After adding the vegetable oil, your candy melt's consistency should be thin. If it isn't, then you can add around half a teaspoon of more vegetable oil. Once the cake pop balls have hardened a bit, we will cover them with the melted candy melts. So, we will slowly rotate it into the candy melts and quickly take it out and give it a gentle tap so that all of the excess candy melts come out. Once it has come out, you can pour a little bit of the candy melts on the empty spaces. After you have coated the cake pops with the white candy melts, you can put them in the freezer again for around 10 minutes. After that, we can start coloring some of the candy melts black. So with some of the food color, we'll pour in quite a few drops of the black food coloring and mix them together. As you can see, it is turning a little bit gray, so we'll need to add quite a few more drops of black food coloring. Once you get a color that is really close to black, we will add in around half a teaspoon of vegetable oil because it must have become pretty thick by now. And then we will mix this together again until it has a thinner consistency. The consistency of the candy melts shouldn't be too thin, but it also shouldn't be too thick. Now we will add in the black colored candy melts into a piping bag. Now we will start decorating the cake pops. So we will make 2 small eyes, a small nose, a mouth, and to make it Halloween themed, we will make some stitches on the mouth. You can repeat this decoration steps for all of the other cake pops. I really hope you enjoyed this recipe. Tell me how you liked it in the comments below. If you would like the full recipe, it will be down in the description box. Also, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and ring the bell icon to get updates on all of my new videos. See you in the next video!